For over 3 years, I have live traded on YouTube every single trade during London session from entry to exit with over a 70% win rate. And I did this only using one indicator that is totally free and super simple to use, that anyone will be able to apply it and use it after watching this video. The best thing is it increased my win rate by over 20% and is the basis of all of my trading entries. So with that being said, let's get straight into this video and hopefully this indicator can help you like it did help me. Let's go. So I like to keep things extremely simple in my trading, and that's why I just use this one simple indicator. And all you have to do, it's totally free. You go to indicators here and you're going to search Tradesharpe session bias. It will come up here. Now, this is one that I've made. You'll see it here like this. You can just click it and it will pop up here. You can choose in the settings here. If you go here, go to your settings, you can choose where you want it, top right. You can put it bottom right, wherever you want it to be. So basically what it's going to do is it's going to tell you your session bias is bullish, bearish, or mixed. That's the three signals it's gonna trigger here. Okay, so what that essentially tells you is that during your trading sessions, whether that be New York session, London session, Asian session, which direction should you be looking when entering trades on the 5 minute, 15 minute, 1 hour, and even up to 4 hour, right? What direction should you be looking for your trades? And this is based on how the previous daily and previous 4 hour candles have closed. So if it's triggering bullish here, like we can see, means today I'm only looking for buys in my session. If it says bearish, I'm only looking for sells. If it says mixed, I'm looking for both buys and sells depending on my trading range. So I'm going to show you how that works as well. First, I want to show you a few examples and also explain how it works. So how this works is, and this saved me a lot. I used to get caught in fake outs a lot of the time. Maybe you guys have experienced it as well. And when I introduced session bias, that kind of stopped, right? I rarely got stuck in fake outs, rarely would lose trades because my direction is wrong. And this is all thanks to session bias. So how it works is, what I'm using is previous candle closes. So I'm using how the previous daily closed and how the previous 4 hour closed. If the previous daily closed bullish and the previous 4 hour closed bullish, that is going to trigger the bullish buy signal there, right? So that means that we should only be looking for buy setups in our session. If we see the opposite, and this is how simple the indicator is, if we see the opposite, right, which is obviously going to be if they close bearish, right, that means it's going to signal sells, right? So if we see previous daily bearish, previous 4 hour bearish, it's going to signal sells. If they're mixed, one bullish, one bearish, it's going to signal mixed bias, and you can actually look for both directions in that trading session. Will make sense. Obviously, you need to do your analysis to build a better bias. Not only this, you know, having a better bias will help you as well by looking at trend structure. If we've been in a nice uptrend and there's one mixed candle making like one small 4 hour bearish candle, the indicator will say mixed. Doesn't mean that it's a session where you should be looking only for sells, right? Consider we've been in a massive uptrend. So let's have a look at some examples, make this clear, and I'll show you how to use it. So on a day like today would have kept me safe because today we're triggering bullish bias here. Why? We have previous daily closing bullish, previous 4 hour closing bullish, as we can see here, right? That's where my session was. We have been rallying super hard here on gold. Many people would try sell this because it's like super high up. They think that, hey, this is going to be a top, let me sell. But when you go down on the lower time frames and we're triggering our bullish bias today, all of these sales setups failed, right? We can see the sells here when we close below the range failed, right? We never continued down. These pullbacks here all failed. Instead, what it did is create support. And as long as I remained on the buy side and look for buy setups, I could take support candles like this, which is one of my setups, to look for long positions here to get in back to the top of the range here, right? Regarding what is, you know, an overall perspective in the session. Ideally, we don't want to trade in ranges because it's a little bit messy, but you get the point. It's keeping me safe. If we look at where's the biggest move happened in the session, it happened on the buys. On the contrary, we can look at a sell example here. In this example, we have previous daily closing bearish. We have previous 4 hour candles closing what? Bearish as well. So this is where you need to be on the sell side. Now, I'm going to show you one of my setups. I have other videos discussing my setups. You can check out my full free course on YouTube to see my setups and put things together. That is there for free as well. So just subscribe to my channel and leave a like on this video. It really does help. I hate to say it. I call it the YouTube business. So in this scenario here where we're heading down, okay, like this, I need to be on the selling side. For me, sells is what makes sense here. All of these support candle where people are like, I'm going to take a buy, amazing liquidity grab, we sweep these lows, this is a buy. No, this is not a buy. This is a sell setup for me. These resistances here are all sell setups. This is giving me a pullback for sells. Why? I am sell bias here, right? I'm looking for sells. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, one of my setups here, this is called a setup number 2. When we pull back, we create a resistance. We have a resistance now on 30-minute, right? So we're breaking the low. That is my entry here. I can target the next level following bias, right? I'm only looking for sells. So this pullback is essentially a discount. This is my first target here. Stop can go above the range or the candle that closed. And then my second target going to be this wick down here. And then ultimately all the way down here can be my third target, something like that. And we can see that the sell bias is going to keep us safe here. And in this type of position here, we ended up moving down towards the downside. All of these people are going to be trying, oh, double bottom, right? You know your double bottom traders. I used to be like that. I would see here, oh, wow, double bottom. We're going to reverse now. What am I going to do? I'm going to take a long. But bias keeps you safe, right? Bias keeps you safe, tells you to maintain short. So I'm going to show you another example here. I'm actually going to use Pip Labs, which is a Forex trading simulator. It's just a basic trading simulator. But what's nice about this software is it allows us to see tick by tick data. So let's start off on daily. Daily time frame has done what? Closed bullish. 4-hour time frame has done what? Let's have a look. And you can use the indicator. That's the best thing, right? No need to even do this manually. Just use the indicator. So today I'm going to spoil it to you. It's a bullish session. One of my setups is going to be look for a close above a range. Because if we're bullish today, I expect to go up. But what can stop me from going up is a resistance. So if I can get a close above that resistance and a break of the candle high, I can put my stop loss below there and target the next level here, 1-to-1 and positive, right? So what happens is, and I'm going to show you how bias keeps you safe. I can now just skip a little bit here. Let's skip by 5-minute candles and wait for a close above. So we get the close above here, but nothing broke the high. So no entry rule. That's only an entry rule, but direction is set by bias. So now I'm going to wait for a close above this here. So now we're starting to form something I like. So as you can see here, we still didn't close above. So I'm going to be waiting for a close above here. Price wicked up, but no close above. Now instead of waiting for a close above this resistance, we've made a new resistance. I need a close above here. So we skip by 5 minutes. What time is this now? This is 16:15. Great. Basically, this is New York Open, not New York Stock Exchange Open, but New York Open. So it is a volume time. I need to see break of high to get an entry here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a buy stop, breaking the high. My stop loss is going to be below the candle lows like this. And my target is going to be the next target here. For this trade example, we're just going to target like a 1-to-1 just for the example. But we would target whatever next target. Right, and you target your next support and resistance, making sure the left is clean here. That is my entry setup. Like I said, check out my other videos. You'll be able to figure that out, but I want to teach you bias. So today I'm only looking for buys. If this reverse goes for sells, I'm not taking sells. That fake out, you see this trade, this candle close back in the range, most people pressing sell. Oh, liquidity grab, fake out. No, I'm waiting for my buy setup. Place a buy stop there. Let's play the candles. So this is what's nice about, we can actually play it like it was in real life. So let's play it like it was happening in real life. And we can see what ends up happening, right? So we're going to speed it up though, because we don't have time to wait, watch it. So now we got triggered into the position on the buy setup here, following bias, and just long story short, we can make this fast. Hopefully it should slowly make its way to TP. I wouldn't be scared of drawdown because I'm following bias. And as we can see, boom, starts to push up nicely, pulls back, all of that drama that it likes to do, create some sort of structure here, and then almost wicks me at TP and then comes back down. No. Okay, now we hit TP there. Okay, so we hit TP there, and that's how it is. Now I want to show you something as well. Okay, so that bias will keep us safe. If we skip here, you see this pullback. Now people are looking for sells, right? This is where a lot of people are going to look for sells, because now we're going to start the pullback phase. So they're like, the buys are finished, let me look for sells. Yep, looking good for sells. We're dumping. With bias, I'm still looking for buys, and you can see that the buys, look, even though this is selling here, watch what the biggest move is for the day. Watch what happens. Look where price ends up going. Do you see that? Where are we going? We're going up. You see? So even though the pullback happened, you could be a counter trend seller. You can catch yourselves, but the majority bias helped us to create the buys here. Now, I want to show you mixed bias, how we can look for both buys and sells. So we're actually going to skip till this becomes a mixed bias. So still using the simulator, here is a mixed bias example, 4-hour candle closing bearish here, and we have daily candles closing, of course, what? Bullish. So in this example, this is where we can use an opportunity to take sells and also take buys. So today, my buy zone would be back above here. I'm not going to explain fully into my strategy. If you want to learn more about that, I told you where to go. But my sell zone can be here. Today I can look for buys and sells, right? So I'm looking for clean areas to sell. I'm looking for clean areas to buy. Since we've had a lot of bullish price action, I'm going to be more on the buying side. I rather buy than sell today. But if I have a chance to sell, I can look for a quick sell here. So nothing closed below here. It's triggering my buy setup. Like you see, that's why setups are important. You need things together. Nothing triggered my sell. Sell setup would have been something closing below. Instead, we are closing above, triggering my buy setup, okay? Which is different, right? Which I talked about, close above here for buys would have been my trade. But in a mixed session bias, that's how you would adapt, because it will allow you to take a sell opportunity. Because if we started to break down here, we could sell to this previous zone here, but we didn't. We respected it. That's the beauty of price action. So that's how we can adapt our entries. Make sure to try out the simulator. Great practice this concept. The best thing about this simulator as well is that it has a prop firm simulator. Prop firms want you to fail, but on this software, it allows you to simulate passing a prop firm challenge. Try it out for free. It's called Pip Labs. It is really useful tool. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. All my official links are in description for those asking, hey, it's beginning of the month. Have you opened your exclusive group spots? Yes, you can join Trade With Me live daily, all of that. And I do hope that this video has helped you. This was really an aha moment for me using bias, and it was a game changer. So I wanted to make an indicator that is totally free for you guys to use and hopefully benefit for it without you going through the mess, but also understand how it was coded and what it's based on, so you know it's not just based on random things. So use it. Let me know what you think. Take care, trade sharp, and hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. Peace.